I was working in a bank at the time, and I was telling my supervisor about this all-girl band I was in. So she said, "Hey, well, if you give me a demo tape, I'll take it to my uncle. His name is Johnny Pate, and he is the producer for People Bryson." So we made a demo tape. We gave it to him. He listened to it, and he did not like it. Hey, but when one door closes, that doesn't mean another door won't open. So he just happened to be having lunch with a lady by the name of Margaret Nash, who is an executive vice president at Solar Records. And he said, to her, "Here's this demo tape with this all-girl band. I don't think they're that great, but maybe you can do something with it." However, when she listened to the tape, she listened to it and she loved the idea, she loved the sound, and she immediately called me and said, "When is your next rehearsal?" So I told her to come to the next rehearsal. She came to rehearsal. She listened to us. She had big smiles. The next rehearsal, she brought the president of the company, Dick Griffey of Solar Records, and we were signed within a couple of months after that. So follow your dream. The started single called 4-1. The current project, it's really about the legacy of Klymaxx, the music of Klymaxx. People still want to hear the Klymaxx music. That's really the drive for me, the passion for me, is that the audiences, the listening audiences, they still want to hear and see Klymaxx music, so that really is my drive. I would probably still be an electrician, because for a while there, when the record company had dropped Klymaxx in the 90s, I became an electrician, and I did that for a while. But it was still part of the path, because even when I got laid off from my electrical job, I got a phone call saying, "Hey, why don't you get the Klymaxx girls back together and you can do some old school shows and stuff." So even though the electrical looked like it was not part of the path, the skills that I learned as an electrician, I was able to use to actually, remodel my room here for the rehearsal room, run all the electrical, do some, remodeling and stuff. And that's what I learned from being an electrician, was, to be able to come into this room and really kind of get it to where, we'd have a nice, comfortable place to rehearse. So it was really still part of the path. Even though it didn't look like it at the time, as I look back now, it was really part of my path. It was very unexpected. I really expected for all the original girls to, do this with me, to perform, Klymaxx music. I was really, disappointed that when I, kind of asked them all if they wanted to do it, the answers I got was, "I'm too old, I'm too fat, I got too many kids, nobody wants to see a bunch of old women up on stage." But my drive and my passion was still to continue the Klymaxx legacy. And so, fate just kind of threw, the right people, the right combination of people to me to continue the Klymaxx legacy. Best song, oh gosh. Divas Need Love Too. That's my favorite song.
Love to travel the world, round and round. Say you wanna see me, break out my appointment book and write your name down. Monday's book Tuesday's taken, Wednesday's got to get my hair done. I just don't have the time.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how the new listeners, embrace old school music, Klymaxx music. It's really, it's amazing to me how they really want to hear that style of music. When they want to keep it going, they want to go to the concerts. Still even downloading some of the music. So to me, it's an honor that the younger generation still appreciates the music that I perform. Well, okay, so the most craziest thing was, back in the 80s, we were on stage singing I Miss You. We were in the moment and our eyes were closed and singing and stuff, and the lead vocalist reaches out her hand while she's singing, and all of a sudden some guy throws a pair of Fruit of the Looms on her hand. That was a little surprising. Let me tell you, that was really surprising. Oh gosh. I don't want to just say the cliche of follow your passion, but if you really feel strongly about your craft, your art, your whatever your intellectual abilities are, whatever makes you happy and being able to express that, create that, and build that, and you have an opportunity to even make income off of that, I would tell you, go for it.